legislation right up to 4:30 in the morning, but to give them credit, by 8, 9 in the morning they're already beginning to trickle back to work, and the political work continues to be underway. As you say, the supermarkets bill passed its first reading in the Israeli parliament last night. It's now going back to the Interior Committee for discussions. It's then going to return to the Knesset plenary for second and third readings. We understand from parliamentary sources it could return for a final vote in as little as 2 weeks.
All right, Elon, stay with us. I'm going to introduce our guest in the studio, Ya'nki Pharber, a foreign affairs correspondent with the Bahadrei Haradim website. Sir, thanks so much for being with us. I know you got stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, the traffic in Israel because of the funeral is really, it's a nightmare on the roads right now. But explain for us on this issue, a very important issue, Jewish work on the Sabbath. It almost derailed the coalition a few weeks ago over train maintenance. Now the issue of allowing supermarkets to stay open. How strong is the coalition, even though it does have ultra-Orthodox members who are opposed to those things?
The entire minister, Aryeh Deri, he said that if it's not going to go past, he's going to leave the coalition.
Which would be the second ultra-Orthodox minister.
Yeah, well, the health minister didn't leave the coalition, he left his job. Like, he's not minister of health, he's going to be, but he's still inside. Deri has a problem, basically, because if Litzman fights for Shabbat, so there is also Orthodox. So how come he doesn't fight? Okay, but people must understand these two people have separate rabbis. Everyone listens to his rabbi. There is one Orthodox party in the Knesset, Yahadut Torah. They have 6 seats, but every single one of them listens to a different rabbi. So some rabbi is more strict, some rabbi less. But the whole thing about the opening Shabbos is complicated and simple. Because I live in Bnei Brak. The whole city is closed. Everyone is religious. No shops are open. There's no problem. Tel Aviv is complicated because if you open the place, then what's people going to do that they do want to keep Shabbat? So, but the business, so your shop is open and the next store is not open, you're losing business.
In a democracy like Israel, why shouldn't individual municipalities, individual cities have the right to make their own laws? Why should the Interior Minister have the right to cancel them?
This is what people ask here. Every city should decide according to the people inside. Like, let's say Herzliya, there's not many religious people, so everyone should be open. But this is what's important, why the religious people are fighting and are not going to let shops to be open officially on such a big amount.